survived with broken bones and severe
He
psychological
was the
trauma.
only one that died.
Investigators later
Hey, what is good, YouTube? It is your boy, A Reco, back with another video, man. And Merry Christmas to everyone that's watching this right now, man. The worst Christmases deaths ever. Sticker revolt. Let's get into it.
Incident number 1. On December 19th, 2017, in Chicago, United States, 41-year-old warehouse supervisor Michael Reynolds reported for what he believed would be another routine holiday shift. The distribution center had been overwhelmed by Christmas orders, pushing workers and infrastructure far beyond safe operating limits. Temporary shelving had been installed days earlier.
I already know niggas be getting overworked during Christmas time, but that's when everybody be on it, boy. I'm telling y'all. I used to hate working Christmas time when I was working at a gas station, so I know at a warehouse it's worse.
Earlier to handle excess inventory, despite engineers raising quiet concerns about stability. That afternoon, Michael walked the floor, reminding staff to keep pace as delivery deadlines loomed closer. Unnoticed by most employees, one overloaded steel rack had begun to bow slightly at its center. Security footage later showed the structure shifting millimeters at a time as forklifts passed nearby. At approximately 6:42 p.m., a loud metallic creak echoed through the warehouse floor. Before anyone could react, the shelving system catastrophically failed, collapsing inward like a falling wall. Michael was struck by falling pallets and pinned beneath hundreds of pounds of boxed merchandise. Co-workers desperately attempted to lift the debris but were forced back by unstable secondary racks. Emergency services arrived within minutes, but access was delayed due to blocked aisles and debris. Michael remained conscious initially, calling out before his voice weakened beneath.
Bro, just imagine all that shit had fell on you, bro. Like, that's probably like how many stories on that nigga chest. Like, I don't even know how much it was, but look, I know it was a good bit of weight on that nigga chest, and I know that he was going through so much agonizing pain. Ugh. Rest in peace, man. Rest in peace, man.
Michael remained conscious initially, calling out before his voice weakened beneath the crushing weight. Paramedics finally reached him and began extraction using hydraulic lifting tools. He was transported to Northwestern Memorial Hospital in critical condition with massive
Oh shit, I thought that nigga would die on the way, no cap. Damn, he a fighter. That nigga, he fought. I'll give him that.
He was transported to Northwestern Memorial Hospital in critical condition with massive internal injuries. Doctors fought to stabilize him, but prolonged compression had caused irreversible organ damage.
Damn.
Michael Reynolds was pronounced dead early the next morning, just 6 days before Christmas.
Damn.
A federal investigation later confirmed multiple safety violations and ignored structural warnings. What began as holiday pressure for faster deliveries ended with a family losing a Father Days before Christmas.
I would never get companies when they be trying to rush shit out. Like, bro, that's how y'all make accidents. And I never want to work at any job that had a sign that says blink accident free for how many days. Nah, I'm good. I'm good.
Incident number 2. On December 24th, 2019, in Naples, Italy, 28-year-old university student Luca Romano attended a Christmas Eve gathering at a friend's apartment. The historic residential building dated back over a century and featured narrow balconies overlooking a busy street below. Inside the apartment, guests celebrated loudly, stepping outside periodically to watch fireworks and smoke cigarettes. The balcony, constructed of aging concrete and iron supports, had not undergone structural inspection in decades. As midnight approached, more guests crowded onto the balcony to watch fireworks light the sky. Several residents later reported hearing faint cracking sounds beneath their feet.
Oh yeah, I would have had dipped immediately if I heard anything cracking below me. I don't give a fuck if that shit was above me, nigga. I'm going in the crib because I'm not about to die or Nah, nah. That's why I'm scared of balconies. But I want a balcony when I get my crib because I want to just sit there, relax, smoke, barbecue, all that shit. But that's the shit that makes shit scary, bro.
At 11:57 p.m., the balcony suddenly shifted downward by several inches. Before anyone could escape, the concrete structure detached completely from the building. Luca Romano fell more than 4 stories as the balcony collapsed beneath him. Witnesses on the street below screamed as debris and bodies struck the pavement. Emergency responders arrived to a
Immediately
chaotic scene
death.
filled with dust, blood, and overturned vehicles. Luca
Damn.
was found unresponsive with catastrophic head and chest injuries. He was rushed to Cardarelli Hospital while doctors prepared trauma teams. Despite emergency surgery,
Was he the only one that fell? Like, was he the only one that fell? That's crazy. If
Luca
it
succumbed
wasn't,
to his
if it
injuries
was like
shortly
that.
after midnight on Christmas Day. 3 other guests survived with broken bones and severe
He
psychological
was the
trauma.
only one that died.
Investigators later ruled the collapse was caused by long-term structural neglect and overcapacity. The apartment
Man, I hope them motherfuckers got sued out they asses. I hope they got every penny them motherfuckers had got, man, because they ain't gonna bring their friend back or like resolve the trauma, but it's like I need a pretty penny off of that. I almost died.
owner faced criminal charges for failing to maintain the historic structure. What was meant to be a joyful Christmas countdown ended with a fatal fall just
And it
minutes
was a
before midnight.
countdown.
Incident number 3. On December 22nd, 2021, in Krakow, Poland, 67-year-old church volunteer Jan Kowalski arrived early to prepare the parish hall for a Christmas charity dinner. The historic stone building was poorly insulated, and winter temperatures had dropped well below freezing. To warm the hall quickly, Jan switched on an aging industrial space heater stored in the basement. The heater had been repaired multiple times over the
I already
years,
know how this
but had
about to
never
go.
been officially replaced. As the heater roared to life, it began drawing more power than
Yep.
the building's electrical system could
Yep.
safely handle. Upstairs,
Fire.
volunteers continued decorating tables with candles and Christmas ornaments. Short
That don't even make it any better. They have candles up there too. Shit. I know they smelled something immediately.
Volunteers continued decorating tables with candles and Christmas ornaments. Shortly after noon, a faint smell of smoke drifted up from
Yep.
the basement. Jan returned to the basement to investigate, unaware that insulation had already begun smoldering. At approximately 12:47 p.m., the heater malfunctioned and ignited nearby wooden storage shelves. Thick
Ooh-wee.
smoke rapidly filled the confined basement.
And if they didn't die from smoke, carbon what is called, carbon dioxide poisoning or whatever it's called, smoke, when they inhale smoke and shit, they gonna definitely die from that or the fire. It's either one or the other. It should probably both.
Space, cutting off visibility within seconds. Jan attempted to reach the stairs but collapsed after inhaling toxic fumes.
Yo,
Upstairs, volunteers
man.
only realized something was wrong when smoke alarms finally activated. Fire crews arrived
What?
quickly, forcing entry into the basement through heavy smoke. Jan was pulled from the basement
He died.
unconscious and without
Oh,
a detectable pulse. He was
damn.
pronounced dead at the scene from smoke inhalation before he could be transported. Fire investigators later confirmed the heater was the ignition source. The parish canceled all Christmas events and entered a period of mourning. A simple effort to bring warmth to a Christmas gathering ended in a fatal fire caused by neglect and urgency. Incident number 4.
Yeah, I already knew how that one was gonna be. Once I see the heater, I was like, yeah, it was gonna be a fire because heaters always cause fires.
On December 23rd, 2014, in Stockholm, Sweden, 52-year-old office worker Eric Lundgren boarded a commuter ferry to return home for Christmas. The ferry was crowded with holiday travelers carrying gifts, luggage, and bundled coats. Temperatures that evening had dropped well below freezing, causing ice to form along the ferry's outer rails.
Ooh, yeah, I wouldn't be able to go there.
Well below freezing, causing ice to form along the ferry's outer rails. Crew members had been warned earlier about slippery conditions, but chose not to delay departures during peak holiday traffic. As the ferry pulled away from the dock, passengers shifted to the open deck to take photos of the snowy harbor. Eric stepped closer to the edge, resting his gloved hand on the frozen metal rail. Without warning, his hand slid, causing him to lose balance on the slick surface.
Damn.
Witnesses watched in horror as Eric toppled over the railing and fell.
Bro, I would have been so traumatized seeing that shit. Like, knowing I can't help this nigga, knowing that he's probably going to freeze to death in the frozen water, or this nigga go drown. It's like, but I would have been fucked up over that. I ain't gonna lie.
Into the freezing water below. The ferry continued forward briefly before emergency alarms were activated. Crew members threw life rings into the water as Eric struggled to stay afloat.
What do you mean life rings? Bitch, get a fucking lifeboat. Get a fucking boat. Y'all be having them boats on the side of the boats for a reason. Like, what the fuck? I know that's for, like, escapes, but, nigga, he basically in frozen water. Come on, man.
Crew members threw life rings into the water as Eric struggled to stay afloat. The icy temperature shocked his system, rapidly draining his strength. Rescue boats reached him within minutes, but his movements had already slowed. Eric was pulled aboard unconscious and unresponsive. Paramedics attempted resuscitation as the ferry returned to shore. He was pronounced dead from hypothermia shortly after arrival at the harbor. Investigators later cited inadequate ice removal and failure to restrict deck access. Ferry operators updated safety protocols following public criticism
That's
and
sad,
regulatory
man. That's
pressure.
real. That's
A
crazy.
simple journey home for Christmas ended in a fatal fall caused by cold, crowding, and preventable neglect. Incident number 5.
Yeah, I did not fuck with that one at all. Like, that and the heater one, it's like, damn, that's... man, rest in peace, rest in peace, rest in peace.
On December 20th,
Fireworks?
2018,
I ain't never heard of anyone doing fireworks on Christmas. Never in my life, but hey, I don't judge.
Munich, Germany, 34-year-old street performer Maximilian Bauer was hired to light Christmas market fireworks for the grand evening display. The market square was packed with families enjoying hot drinks, shopping, and holiday music. Cold winter winds swept through the market, pushing sparks from nearby lanterns dangerously close to wooden structures. Maximilian began igniting a large firework without waiting for the...
Every time I think of Maximilian, I think about Max from Wizards of Waverly Place. If you know, you know.
...structures. Maximilian began igniting a large firework without waiting for the safety perimeter to clear completely.
Come on,
Within seconds,
man.
one of the fireworks misfired, shooting directly into a nearby pile of hay and wooden crates.
Yep.
A small fire quickly spread, catching festive decorations and market signage. Panic erupted as visitors screamed and attempted to flee the rapidly spreading fire. Maximilian tried to smother the flames with a fire blanket, but the wind carried sparks further. 12-year-old girl Lena Muller tripped and fell into the path of the flames while escaping. Emergency services arrived minutes later, but the fire had already engulfed multiple stalls. Lena suffered severe burns and was rushed to Klinicum Innenstadt Hospital. Despite heroic efforts, her injuries proved fatal within the hour.
Damn.
Several other market-goers sustained minor injuries from trampling and smoke inhalation.
Oh yeah.
Fire
All right, know
investigators
that.
determined that the combination of wind, dry materials, and improper safety procedures caused the disaster. Maximilian faced criminal charges for reckless endangerment and unsafe handling of fireworks. The market was closed for a week while damaged stalls were rebuilt. Public criticism led to stricter regulations for fireworks at Christmas markets across the city. A night meant to celebrate Christmas ended in tragedy, leaving a family and entire market shaken by fire and loss. Incident number 6. On December 24th, 2019.
Damn. Elevator collapse. Shit.
In Tokyo, Japan, 41-year-old office worker Hiroshi Tanaka volunteered to decorate the lobby of his office building for the annual Christmas party. A massive 30-foot artificial Christmas tree
and it was
had been delivered
his?
to the building that morning. The lobby was busy with workers moving boxes, decorations, and furniture into place. The tree was intended to be lifted via freight elevator to the upper floor for final setup. Elevator maintenance had been postponed due to the holiday season, leaving critical safety locks untested. As Hiroshi climbed
Damn.
into the elevator to help guide the tree, the load began to shift. A cable supporting the elevator snapped, causing the cabin to tilt
No.
dangerously. Hiroshi tried to hold onto the tree, but gravity overpowered him. The elevator descended uncontrollably, crushing office furniture and boxes beneath it. Coworkers on the floor below screamed as the elevator smashed into the ground. Hiroshi was
Damn.
pinned against the tree and metal railing, unable to escape. Emergency responders arrived minutes later and attempted to lift the elevator using hydraulic equipment. Despite their efforts, Hiroshi succumbed to crushing
Yeah, he
injuries
wasn't going to
before he
survive
could be
that.
freed. The building management faced immediate scrutiny for ignoring safety protocols. Investigators later confirmed that an untested cable and overloaded freight elevator were the root cause. The office canceled the Christmas party and placed a
Yeah.
temporary memorial in the lobby.
Yeah.
Colleagues remembered Hiroshi as cheerful, careful, and passionate about Christmas decorations. A festive attempt to create holiday cheer ended in tragedy due to mechanical failure and oversight.
Damn, man, that was crazy, man. Rest in peace to all them people, man. Like, share, comment, all that good shit, man. Merry Christmas to all, man. I'm out.